off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And all the way down to the 27. It's a big play there for Vegas.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not.
And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. Mike Purcell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, Park.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Gordon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will not get all the way home, but but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can... And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams. with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Wilson. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilson will throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Play action. It's Wilson. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they can at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. On 1st down, Carr. Here's Fuller with a catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. It's complete to Drake. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Carr now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right, and that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards remain for second down. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a play fake. Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Watch 18. 18's the 93.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason McCourty.
And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Motion out the backfield. Motion out the backfield. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike 50.
Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Watch 18. 18 is the mic. Here we go. Mike 18.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr going to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But